life
really
has
helps
turned out
Now my
so
future is very
delightfully
clear.
different.
Today we're talking about whether you are currently doing with your life what you expected to be doing with your life when you were younger. Are you pursuing what you're passionate about, or are you, or did your life just sort of take a left turn from where you expected it to be, or is it better than you expected it to be?
If you would have asked me at 12 what I wanted to be or where I'd be at 35, I most certainly would have told you that Johnny Depp and I would have been married and we'd have a house in the south of France, in an island in the Caribbean, and we'd have a little apartment in Lower Manhattan, or I don't know, Greenwich Village. And life has turned out so delightfully different than what I expected that it's not due to any planning or anything like that.
I realize in thinking through this question that most of the big decisions in my life, the jobs I've taken, the places I've lived, the things that I've done, so many of those decisions were really based on my intuition and my gut rather than a plan of any sort.
I very vividly remember having a conversation with some girlfriends in college about what we all wanted to do when we grew up or whatever. And I really thought I would graduate from college and maybe, I don't know, get my teaching credential. Then I would get married and have kids, and I would stay home to parent my kids. And my girlfriends just blinked at me and like threw back their heads and laughed and said, there's no way you're going to be a housewife. It was really something they saw about me that I did not see about myself, and they were right.
Having a kid at such a young age kind of makes everything off kilter. Like all these things that normal people do in their 20s, I never got a chance to. I feel ready for adventure and all those things that I wanted to do or could have done in my 20s. I feel like I have this vision for in my 40s when Paige has graduated from high school, is in college. I have this whole kind of vision of what my life is going to be like. And I'm really excited and stoked about it.
These last couple of years have really shown me when your luck runs out on a certain level, it really helps to have a plan. It really helps to have an idea of where you want to be going when just the regular path of life really leads you astray a little bit. And I know that if I had had too rigid a path, I would be frustrated right now, because how do we know what kind of kids we're going to get or what life is going to deal us? Nobody knows what's really up ahead on the path.
I made my Mighty Life list, which is a list of 100 things I want to do before I die. And so now my future is very clear. It's just mapped out that I know the things that I enjoy, and I know that what gives me joy is pursuing those things, ticking those things off. If you make a list of things that make you happy and then you go tick them off, you wind up pretty happy. And it's a pretty simple concept, but none of us are really doing it that much when I look around, right?
I feel like writing out and being more thoughtful about what I want the road to look like and mapping it out more, having a mighty list, which by the way, I still haven't finished mine, having a plan, having goals is something that it's preeminently important to me and I think about constantly.
Are you where you want to be? And if not, are you taking steps to get there? I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about where you are versus where you thought you'd be.
Join the Momversation at momversation.com.